Today's process name is friction stir welding. It is coming under the category of welding process and is a subdivision or a unit of manufacturing process. So let us go quickly. And this diagram which is showing over here is an friction stir welding process. I personally take TWI groups because I have taken the image from their website, so I am taking, and you can see some schematic representation. Always I am showing the three types of bead geometry: base metal, heatable zone, and fusion zone, and these things are clearly shown over here also. Here what we are using, and tool, a solid tool or metallic tool or ceramic tool we can use. Using that tool only we are going to penetrate the workpiece, then we are going to give rotating motion to create friction effect. Because of that effect, metal piece are going to melt and join. As you can see here, three zones are available. Back side of the workpiece there is a line, because this is workpiece 1, that is workpiece 2. This is a rotationary motion and pressure is giving from the y axis. In the x axis workpiece is moving, right? So you can see there is a pin profile is clearly mentioned. Right. We will see what are the other types of pin profile in upcoming slide, and you go to see the real time how it is happening. See, it's a very thin sheets, and we are using some fixtures to hold this workpiece. You can see this joint is an lap joint, and you can see this is the holder which holding this tool, and completely the tool is completely submerged in the fusion zone, or called the joining portion. As you can see the image, there is no profile is showing outside, and this is the welding how it's showing outside, right? This is the unwelded portion yet to weld, right? As you can see, it's fully merged and welded. And see, I have taken one small reference from the paper. This is their link. If you want, you can go through and you can study. They have taken 4 parameters: tool rotational speed. As you can see, tool can be rotate, so rotational speed, welding speed, and this is the direction is moving, so that is called welding speed. And axial force, nothing but which is given from the y direction, right? And percent of A and LB, that their work, we are not going to talk about this one. We are going to talk about these 3 parameters. And you can see some profiles: square profile, threaded, conical shape, without any thread they make conicals, right? Different type of profiles are available. They are taking these profiles for their process parameters along with this thing, and they have made. So if you are going to do any final year project, you can try with this type of works also, right? Most probably why we are going for this welding process: if you are having aluminum sheets, you can directly go and weld this aluminum sheets by using friction stir welding, because other process like TIG is very difficult to join aluminum. So you can use this process most efficiently for joining aluminum material and thin sheets. Nowadays they are able to join titanium and high melting materials also. You can see some of the advantage: we are not using any filler metal, not using any shielding gas, we are not using any external power source, easily automated. Yes, if you have any 3-axis controller, you can fit the tool and go for automation. High welding speed, yes, absolutely I accept. High energy efficiency of the weld, yes, only the friction effect going to be created and it will be absorbed by the workpieces. There is no heat waste, so it is highly efficient weld. Limitation is the joint type and design is very limited, because butt joints okay, lap joints okay, T joints, how you going to tilt the workpiece, and yeah, this tools, and how you going to make that one, it's very difficult. Use flat plates, yes, if you seen the initial slides, and this multi diagram only for flat, not for the cylindrical or conical operation. Preparation of workpiece is easy, it should be over here, and I wrongly placed, right? And again I am telling, there is no electrode, type of not needed, flexibility are not, autogeneous weld only we can go, homogeneous heterogeneous is very difficult. And I am highlighting one more point: for dissimilar metal joints it is possible, you can go for it, right? Joining portion, butt joint, lap joint, clearly we can say yes, it is possible. Corner edge joint, it is possible, but corner and T joint is very difficult, right? These all type of welding position is possible, because a solid state welding, so the metal will not go into liquid, and there is no time gap. So you can go for overhead position also without making any difficulties. You can go and you can weld this one. It's not a problem, right? Thank you for watching.